What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys haven't already subscribed, make sure you guys go ahead and do that. We are about to turn this Grand Cherokee into one of the most insane off-road cars you guys have seen. I know it's kind of unbelievable. It's basically a stock minivan at this point, but I've got big plans for it. As you guys know, if you've been watching the videos, 1 tons, massive tires, pretty much everything, coilovers. It's going to be crazy, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that build. But today we're going to be installing the interior LED lights that Najar Offroad sent over. His website will be linked down in the description for you guys to check out. And if you guys want to pick up a set, head over there and grab yourself a set. Tell him I sent you. So huge thanks to him for sending these over. We're going to go ahead and get these installed. So what these are is they replace all of the lights up here that come in this weird yellow color that's very ugly. So let's go ahead and open up the kit he sends you. Actually, I'm not going to do this on Dylan's hood because I don't want to scratch the other Jeeps. We'll go ahead and open this up, dump these out, show you guys what he sends you. 1 resistor. This light's from the dash kit we had left over. Some of the interior lights here, these are all LED for the wires for the resistor. Screws to mount the resistor. Then all the extra interior lights that we'll have to put in the various spots, such as above there, underneath the steering wheel, all that stuff. So the kit comes with everything you're going to need to install these and get set up. And it's a super simple install, as you guys will see throughout this video. So now that you guys know what the kit comes with, let's go ahead and start installing. So one recommendation I do have is make sure you guys turn the lights off while you're doing this, because they get very hot in there and it's just going to burn your hands throughout the process, and it's way easier if you let it be cool. So the first step, we're going to actually have to remove this trim piece here, which is very simple. There's 1 screw on the back, and then from what I've seen, it should just pop down and we should be good to go to replace these lights. You can access them from the back. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to have to put the camera down because I'm going to need 2 hands to take this off. So I'll catch up with you guys when we get this off. Alright, so we got the screw taken out of there. So now this should just pop down out of here. I think it's just clipped on. And now that this is out, we'll be able to access the lights. You can actually see where they are right here. There's one here, and then there's one up here. So we're going to go ahead, I believe it take a clip out, and then we'll be able to put the new bulbs in, which I'm going to go ahead and grab out of the back real quick. So it should be 2 of these bulbs are what you're going to need. Some of the smaller ones. Go ahead and take 2 of these back up here. Hold on. So once you pop this clip out, which is not too difficult to do, you're going to want to go ahead and grab a flathead screwdriver and just press on one of the sides of this clip and it should pop right out. So I've gone ahead and removed the bulb. So now I'm going to go ahead and put one of the new bulbs up inside of it. That way we can go ahead and see the difference once this is in. So I'll have one of the old ones and one of the new ones and show you guys the difference. Alright, so I got both of them installed, and as you can see, the left side one is definitely much brighter. It looks a lot better. And one thing to keep on when you turn your car on and everything like that, it will get brighter. So now that you guys see a little comparison, I'm going to go ahead and remove this one. We'll get that taken care of. All this pushed back up into the roof, and we'll be wrapped up with the front. Then we'll go ahead and move on to all the side ones, the back ones. There's also one underneath your steering wheel. We'll go ahead and replace all that stuff, get everything wrapped up here, and I'll show you guys the after results once it gets a little dark so you guys can see how bright these lights are. Alright, so for the ones in the back, like these, you literally just stick a screwdriver behind there, pop the cover off, and you have access to the lights. So once you've taken the screwdriver, work the light out of the clips. One thing to keep in mind is these clips will stretch out a little bit, so you might have to pinch them back together and get them to sit tight on the light again. So let's go ahead and grab the light that we'll be using for that specific spot, which should be one of these right here. So we'll go ahead, take this over here. So it's not even dark yet, guys, and you can see just how bright these lights are. I still have to put the cover on the back one. And then this one over here in the corner on my Jeep, it's actually the Jeep has an issue with the switch in there. The switch is broken out of it, so we'll have to figure out how to take care of that another day. So this one's not going to light up for now, which I'm not too stressed about. I don't sit in the back anyway, so that's not really my problem. So I got to do the one that's under here first, which this one's super simple to do. and I'll go ahead and do that now. So the one under the dash here is going to be another one of the smaller bulbs. So what we're going to do down here is there's a little white cover. Let me go ahead, turn these lights off. Little white cover that should just pop off. So now that that's popped off, we're good to remove the bulb. It is very hot though, since I just had the car on. So I'm gonna give it a second to cool off, and then we'll go ahead and replace that one. Alright guys, so I got them all installed. As you guys can see, these things are super bright. It's not even nighttime yet. So when it does get dark, I'll go ahead and show you guys an updated video of this and the updated picture so you can see how bright they are at night. So like that, we have the Najar Offroad LED interior lights along with the dash lights in there. Full LED interior, LED everything at this point basically. Alright guys, so it's dark now, so you guys can actually see how bright these lights are. The entire interior is as bright as can be. As I said, there was a problem with, that's my Jeep, not the light itself. That's the reason that that one's not fully lit up or anything. But the ones that we got installed and the Jeep wasn't broken on are extremely bright. You guys can see how helpful this would be at night if you're working on your Jeep on the trails. If you open up the back here, you guys can work on anything you want to. And I actually did not install the resistor on mine simply because I did not have enough time to take out this plastic trim piece. And this is kind of an optional thing for you to do. The Jeep does cut power to all the lights after a certain specific amount of time, which is not very long. And so they won't be on. The only difference is during that time period between when you turn the car off or turn lights off and it does have power to it, they'll be very dimly lit. So I might go back in the future and put this in here. These 4 extra lights, these are for some other courtesy lights that my Jeep did not have. So keep that in mind if you guys do have leftover lights. But all in all, these lights turned out amazing. You guys can see just how bright these things are. And they're even lighting up the ground out here just from the interior lights. So I am super pleased with how these turned out. It'll make recording night wheeling trips so much easier inside of the car. And these will be super nice for driving at night and having to see anything. So again, huge shout out to Najar Offroad for sending these over. His website will be linked down below. You guys can pick up either these interior LED lights or the LED dash lights. Both of them are great additions to the build and I'm super pleased with how they came out. Super simple install. He's got all the instruction videos and everything out there already. So his channel and everything will be linked below. Make sure you guys check him out and I'll see you guys in the next one.